first time in 8 years. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it depends on how you look at it at that point. I mean, you see, yeah, if you watch what Coach Sampson's done there, you know, he has completely turned that program around, and he was very honest with Randy McElroy, I believe, and he had said, I thought about leaving and going back to the NBA, but they made a promise we were going to make the facilities better here, and sure enough, they're doing what they got, right?
Promise to
and how well have they done at TSU, right, Glennie, on the home court? They're home court away from home this season. Amazing, undefeated. So,
it was great.
But good luck. I think nationally, a lot of people that they look at San Diego State with their experience, and they may be not giving the Cougs the respect they deserve. That's so I like to see them tonight.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out what
ready?
happens. We'll find out. I love this time of year. It's the greatest. It's the greatest. And here's the best part: weather's going to be good, so you can find a patio to go watch the games.
Yeah, where are we going today?
You're
I don't
thinking
know.
of
We got to go
green
somewhere at this point. What's that?
You're thinking of green beer.
Oh, you're looking ahead
Saturday.
to St. Patty's Day.
That's right. Not till Saturday. You got to wait till Saturday for that. But you watch out, though. We got showers coming for the weekend, so that could come into play if you're headed out and about. All you kids, what am I saying? The college kids aren't up this early. DVR this if you're watching at 2 in the afternoon.
Look for my Facebook
They might be
post
going
later.
to sleep right now.
Oh, that's true. You're still up. Good morning.
Now go to bed.
Grab the Lucky Charms and I'll show you the weather. Here we go. Avenida Houston camera looks pretty good. In fact, we're looking at temperatures in the low 50s, 40s, and 60s. So a bit of a variety today because the winds have pulled out of the south, and so that Gulf moisture is going to move back in. Everyone's starting off a little warmer this morning. We're going to be warmer as we head to this afternoon. Exact track's quiet here, but we've got some activity off to the west. And look at that, a little bit of shower activity near El Paso. All of that's coming together, and that's what's going to make for our wet weekend. I'll get to the details of that coming up in a couple of minutes, but this afternoon we'll top out around 74 to 76 degrees. The clouds on the increase, Jen, but no rain just yet. What's happening out there on the road? You've had a bit of a busy morning over there in the traffic office.
Yes, and we are still looking at this investigation continuing. It's the East Beltway that's been problematic, southbound past 225. All of the lanes are shut down at Red Bluff until further notice. You'll want to utilize the feeder roads in the area. Harris County deputy involved in an accident transported alert with non-life-threatening injuries to Bayshore Medical Hospital. This happened about 4:20 this morning. So ever since then, they've shut down the highway, and traffic has been exiting and utilizing the service road, which I would recommend as the fastest, easiest alternate route. There's some volume and a traffic light that you'll have to go through. You can also access Preston, other side streets that run parallel to the East Beltway. And if you're driving in the northbound direction of the Beltway, you don't have anything to worry about. That accident will not affect you whatsoever. 59 East Tex Freeway looking great here out of Atascocita and Humble as we take a peek at Tidwell. Drivers moving at posted speeds. 19 minutes is all you'll need in from Kingwood. Looking great out of Pearland. 11 minutes, a short trip from 518 into downtown. Guys?
Jennifer, thank you. 6:03 right now. Now to breaking news alert from Cold Springs, San Jacinto County. Look at that. Several school buses left smoking and blackened by fire.
And this morning, investigators want to know how it happened. The fire broke out at the bus barn for Cold Spring Oakhurst CISD. And Channel 2's Jake Reiner is live at the scene with the breaking details. Jake, good morning.
Good morning. Jacob and Owen, the superintendent of schools here, say people had been reporting hearing popping sounds, what sounds like explosions. So they're trying to investigate that. We know that the buses caught fire. Were they set intentionally? That's also a big question this morning. As you take a look at these images, you can see how much damage there was. The school district says 4 buses were completely destroyed and a 5th bus caught fire as well. All of this taking place around 10 p.m. last night. The Cold Spring Fire Department received several calls for a fire with explosions at the bus barn. The Shepherd Fire Department showed up to assist, and firefighters got everything under control. Now, this is taking place at this school, but the bus barn is behind it, the intermediate school here at Cold Springs Oakhurst. Now, the students are on spring break right now, so none of them were affected from this fire, but what remains to be seen is what's going to happen Monday morning and if this is going to affect this school district. Those questions have not been answered yet. Reporting live, I'm Jake Reiner, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Okay, Jake, thank you for following up on that. Also breaking this morning, we're getting a look at video of a crash Jennifer's been talking about, the one that injured a deputy along the East Beltway at Red Bluff Road in Pasadena. We're told the deputy hit the back of a work convoy truck that was protecting a street sweeper. The deputy was taken to Bayshore Medical Center with minor injuries. and no one else was injured in the crash.
6:05, an urgent search is underway for 2 San Antonio children at the center of an Amber Alert. Here are some pictures that authorities would love you to look at. Late last night, the Amber Alert was issued for the 2 children, 3-year-olds Kinsley and Colby Hernandez. Cops believe they were abducted by their biological mother. That's 38-year-old Leslie Hernandez. All of them were last seen in a 2010 silver Chevy Suburban license plate JGG 2909. Cops believe the children are in grave danger.
And this afternoon, Governor Greg Abbott will visit Kingwood to talk about Hurricane Harvey recovery. He'll take part in a roundtable meeting with community leaders and lawmakers at the Kingwood Community Center. Governor's visit comes 4 days before Kingwood High is scheduled to reopen. Wow, just now, the school took 10 feet of water from Harvey and has been closed for renovations since the storm.
Louisiana Senator John Kennedy says he plans to file a bill today to prohibit airlines from putting animals in overhead bins. The senator is demanding an explanation from United Airlines after a dog died in an overhead bin on a flight from Houston to New York. The airline's taken full responsibility, United has, for the incident. They say the flight attendant did not understand, apparently, or know that there was a dog in the bag somehow. Coming up on the Today Show, we're going to hear from Thomas Demetrio, the attorney for Dr. David Dow. He was the man, you might remember, caught on camera being dragged off a United flight last year.
I think when you have the ability to videotape rude behavior, that will help stop rude behavior.
And you can catch the full interview on the Today Show at 7. It airs right after this newscast.
A wild high-speed chase through northwest Harris County lands one man behind bars. It's a chase you watched unfold during our 5 o'clock newscast. The sheriff's office says they started chasing the 29-year-old after responding to a report of a vehicle break-in near Highway 6 and 529. The chase ended 20 minutes later when the driver stopped in a driveway. He was arrested, facing now 2 counts of burglary of a motor vehicle. That house, by the way, apparently was his. Texas Southern University making history during March Madness.
You gotta love it. The Tigers got their first ever win in the tournament last night, beating North Carolina Central in a first 4 game at the University of Dayton Arena there. Road to the Final Four. They won 1. Dante Clark, 18 points. Trayvon Reed with 10 for the win. 64-46, the spanking. Tigers will take on a tough number 1. It's tough to get by the number 1s, if not impossible. But, you know, you got to keep hope alive for the Tigers in a great show. They'll take on Xavier tomorrow.
Tonight, the University of Houston returns to the NCAA tournament after an 8-year absence. The Cougs arrived in Wichita, Kansas yesterday and hit the court for a practice session. They'll take on San Diego State in the first round. And our Lainey Fritz is there. She'll have a preview of the matchup ahead at 6:30. More shuffling in key positions at the White House.
Coming up this morning, we'll get a live report on the new chief economic advisor and why he may not be the last new face in this administration.
I bet not. And President Trump offering his condolences to families of 2 Navy aviators killed in a jet crash. What we're learning about the investigation.
And we'll also be talking about if heading down to rodeo this evening. Mr. Urban will be on the stage. Temperatures will be mild as well, so you might not need the jacket tonight, but you will need the umbrellas. I'll tell you when. Coming up, Jen.
Need to pack your patience at 545. The North Freeway is your highway. A new accident, as you can see, working right here in the heart of the north side at Tidwell. Plus, the East Beltway, that is still shut down. Your alternate routes ahead.
On the next Houston Life, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, the McGuire Academy of Irish Dance will perform for us live. Plus, we're getting a sneak preview of Huntsville's Bacon and Brew Fest. It's all happening today at 1 on KPRC Channel 2.
Get ready to get lucky. It's Kashada's huge St. Patrick's weekend celebration. This Saturday, lucky Kashada slot players will win $30,000 in the hot seat giveaway. Plus, on Saturday and Sunday, another $69,000 will be won by lucky Kashada players during Red Hot Bingo. Kashada is Louisiana's largest casino resort with great dining, luxurious hotels, and the huge St. Patrick's weekend celebration at Kashada, Louisiana's best bet.
Hi, I'm Kim Elswick, owner of Community Honda. Don't miss the March Madness sale going on now at Community. It's a three-point play. Low down payments, more money for your trade, and our absolute lowest online prices. It's the reason we're one of Honda's fastest growing dealerships. Get a new 2018 Honda Pilot LX for just $29,383. 0.9% APR available. Community Honda, where everything we do is centered around you.
He believes his mother-in-law has a personality disorder.
She cannot see the grandchildren.
If you're at peace having a child your mother has not even met, the person that needs to be diagnosed is you.
Next, Dr. Phil.
Today at 3 on Channel 2.
And we're back at 6:10. Apparently, some employees at the Virginia Department of Transportation are big fans of the comic book movie Black Panther. Check this out. This message was posted on a highway sign. Wakanda driver are you? Safety is king. Wakanda referring to the fictional country in Africa where the movie Black Panther takes place. The sign is certainly getting a laugh from drivers.
Well, a lot of side-eye this week, if you've been watching. We had the Jose Altuve side-eye, Justin Stapleton giving the side-eye. But in China, move over side-eye, hello, major eye roll. This is from a reporter. The video shows the reporter for Financial News Network looking up and down at the journalist next to. Let's watch it again. Oh, man.
That is some shade.
She did not like that question. The reporter appeared so turned off, just turned away. Within minutes, memes recreating the eye roll spread across the Chinese internet, prompting censors to ban the reporter's name from online search results. It happens a little differently over there.
Yeah, right.
At least here, Justin is not banned from internet searches.
It's still early, Jacob.
China.
We're just getting into the 6 o'clock hour. I got time. Yeah, that'd be one of those where I'm just like, you know what? Not talking. 41 in Conroe, 50 out in Katy. We got 60s in Galveston. And that's where we're going to put it. So I'm all fired up after that. That was pretty good. Exact Track looks good as well. For today, mind you, for today, changes coming as we head towards tomorrow. We're going to warm it up into the mid-70s this afternoon. Pollen counts are high. I'll have that coming for you. And yes, more rain in the forecast as well. We'll get it. What did I say, Owen? We'll get into that as well.
Sir, whatever you say, sir. Yes, sir. Whatever you say.
Later.
Oh, somebody's teed up and upset. Time now is 6:12. I say I get plenty of exercise. It's all in the eyes. The roll, the roll, the roll. Get plenty of eye exercise. All right, North Freeway, we've got problems inbound at Tidwell. East Beltway, that is still shut down as well. So take you out to the east side first. Southbound, situation has not changed. South of 225 at Red Bluff, all of those southbound main lanes are closed. Utilize the service road. Northbound lanes are still running in good shape. North Freeway, the accident just cleared. It happened about 20 minutes ago, but traffic is stacked between Gulf Bank down to Tidwell. So it's a couple of miles worth of thick traffic. Taking the carpool lane will save you some time. As you can see, it's running well, and the northbound side is not bad. If you're headed from downtown out toward Greens Point, you'll need about 35 minutes running in from the Woodlands. If you take the Hardy, it'll be even better. This is the North Sam Houston Tollway in the eastbound direction between 249 and 59, which is A-OK. Only 15 minutes needed to cross from the northwest to the northeast side. Jacob, Owen, back to you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Coming up, new details on last week's deadly shooting at a veterans treatment program in California. The announcement made about the future of that program. We'll be right back.
It's an extreme spring break happening now at the Children's Museum of Houston. Save $2 on admission when you buy tickets online. It's an extreme spring break.
Golden Nugget Lake Charles presents Olivia Newton-John, live Saturday, March 24th at 8 p.m. Olivia Newton-John, only at the Golden Nugget Lake Charles, a 2-hour drive from Houston.
There are two types of people in the world. Those who fear the future and those who embrace it. The future is for the unafraid.
All because of you.
Come celebrate 128 years of Yes at Conn's Home Plus and pay no interest until 2020. Go to Cons.com to apply for your Yes Money financing and get approved instantly. Then come join the celebration.
Don't miss
Steve Martin and Edie Brickell's shining achievement, Bright Star.
Presented by Theater Under the Stars, on stage at the Hobby Center March 13th through the 25th. Get your tickets at tuts.com.
Do not mistake serenity for weakness. Do not misjudge quiet tranquility for the power of 335 turbocharged horses. The Lincoln MKX, more horsepower than the Lexus RX 350, and a quiet interior from which to admire them.
Lease a Lincoln MKX for $345 a month or get 0 APR for 60 months.
Golden Nugget Lake Charles presents CMT Next Women of Country, Sarah Evans' All the Love Tour, featuring Ray Lynn and Kaylee Shore. Live Friday, April 6th at 8:30 p.m. Only at the Golden Nugget Lake Charles.
Welcome back. This morning, President Trump is offering his condolences to the families of 2 Navy aviators killed after their plane crashed in Key West. The fighter jet crashed while making its final approach to Boca Chica Field. Both the pilot and weapons systems officer were able to eject, but search and rescue crews found their bodies in the water about a mile from the runway. The cause of the crash is now under investigation.
We've got a sad announcement about the future of the Veterans Treatment Program in Northern California, where 3 mental health workers were killed Friday. The program is closing down in the wake of the tragedy. A spokesman for the home says the board had no choice since the building housing the treatment center is off limits. That's because it is still an active crime scene.
The White House has a new chief economic advisor this morning. He's conservative economist Larry Kudlow, but we could see more shakeups among the staff in the near future. Tracy Potts is live in Washington to explain. Tracy?
Hi there, good morning. We could see the National Security Advisor reassigned. The White House says there are no plans for that, but sources familiar with those discussions say H.R. McMaster may be replaced, possibly as early as this month. He's a 3-star general who could go back to the military and we're told to even get a promotion. This comes after the president named a new member of his team to the National Economic Council, Larry Kudlow, who you've often seen on our business network, CNBC. He has former government experience advising for President Reagan. He has Wall Street experience as an executive with Bear Stearns, of course, media experience, and he has a long-standing relationship with President Trump. He comes into that role at a time when President Trump says the economy is booming. He talked about that in St. Louis yesterday. And he replaces a man who had a rift with President Trump over tariffs, Gary Cohn, who didn't believe in the tariffs that the president wanted to impose. Kudlow says if he has those types of disagreements, they'll talk it out. But ultimately, his job is to execute what President Trump decides.
Okay, Tracy Potts in Washington, thank you very much. Today, Bill Gates is scheduled to meet with President Trump in the Oval Office. According to the White House, the meeting is expected to take place this afternoon and is closed to the press. Gates, who's been critical of the president's policies in recent months, met with him last March at the White House as well to reportedly discuss commitments to finding and stopping worldwide disease outbreaks. It's unclear what Gates and the president plan to discuss today.
6:18, and we're back with the traffic and weather right now. J. Ray, what's going on?
Yeah, one thing after another. East Beltway is still shut down. North Freeway, at least that accident cleared relatively quickly, so thanks to our emergency crews and responders for getting on top of that one. At least we have a chance to see traffic recover. It is spring break conditions after all.
I know. Should be light.
Should be light.
Should be.
Doesn't always happen.
Key term there.
We've loved waking up in the 50s. Is that going to keep going?
Well, it is today, tomorrow, even warmer than that. But you know what that means. Anytime we start warming up, it means, oh, look, now the showers are back at this point. Right? The humidity's
Weather's
back
like
as
me,
well.
unstable.
Yep.
It's just a joke. Anyway.
I would hope so.
No. Truth be told, though.
We've worked together a long time. She's like, no, you're right.
She's like, no, lock it in.
Seriously.
You got
really.
that. All right, let's check outside, guys, as we head in towards the rest of our morning. We're starting to pick up a little more traffic on the Southwest Freeway here. You can see it just to the bottom of the screen. Temperatures, though, as Jacob mentioned, in the 50s. We're at 53 right now. Clear skies, so no problems there. East-southeast wind, really important to see this because that means the winds have been switching and we're starting to get more and more moisture moving into the picture as we head to today and tomorrow. So it means the clouds will be back as well. Good morning, folks. Out in Katy, it's 48. Sugar Land's at 53, 51 in Pearland, 63 down in Galveston. It's still cool up near Conroe and Cleveland. They're in the low 40s. Zach Track's quiet for us today. today. We're going to start to see some changes, though. I'm going to widen it out and show you what we've got. Big area of low pressure has been swirling across much of the Intermountain West there. And notice that you can see it right here. It's just kind of swirling around. So it's bringing in some much needed snow and rain to California, Oregon, and of course the Washington Cascade snowpack. But we're going to start to see this translate over the Rockies, and that's going to drag cold fronts through here. Now the timing of that, unfortunately, is what we're looking at is for the weekend. So we will watch that very carefully. Today, we'll get up into the mid-70s. We've got a chance to see some scattered showers tomorrow. Tonight, though, looks good. Keith Urban taking the stage at the rodeo. It will be warmer, too. We were 50s, 9, 10 o'clock. We're going to be in the 60s and upper 50s. So we're watching this little moisture train. This is part of what they call the Pineapple Express. Comes in from the Hawaiian Islands. It's got a lot of deep tropical moisture with it. And once that starts to get here, along with the cold front and the moisture from the Gulf, all of that brings in a chance for some scattered showers by Friday afternoon. We'll see a repeat of that on Saturday as this front stalls to the north of us. That's the problem. And then eventually, as we get in towards Saturday, or Sunday, that is, that starts to clear. Once this next high moves in, that really changes things as we go back to school next week. But unfortunately, it's the 9th weekend in a row where we've got some rain showers. So 76 today, 80 tomorrow, 82 on St. Patrick's Day, 20-30% chance for showers. We're going to kick it to 40 on Sunday. And then next week, as we officially kick off spring at about 11:15 Tuesday morning, looks pretty good. We'll see the temperatures pretty comfortable in the 70s, and overnight lows back down to the 50s and 40s. All right, Jen, what you got over there?
All right, have your green on standby. I know I've got mine on the map, mainly, but we do have some red up on the North Freeway and a little bit of a delay there on the East Beltway, all due to the deputy-involved crash that happened earlier this morning. Luckily transported with alert conditions, non-life-threatening injuries, and the other driver didn't sustain any injuries. So it's just the traffic that we're concerned with. Southbound lanes remain shut down at Red Bluff. Traffic utilizing that service road. Preston is also another alternate route. More volume can be found on the northbound side, and I'm starting to see some brake lights just due to looky-loos, being nosy, trying to see why the other side of the highway is shut down. Get off your cell phones. Just know that it's an accident. They're trying to investigate. North Freeway crowded between Gulf Bank and Tidwell due to an earlier accident. Now, this one didn't stick around for very long. It was there for about 20 minutes. Carpool lane is moving really well if you're utilizing that from the Woodlands on in. And northbound traffic, very simple right now. About 37 minutes for the trip inbound or southbound from the Woodlands. Hardy Toll Road, even better, only 18 minutes if you utilize that. And don't forget, more traffic is expected near the Toyota Center later on tonight at 7 p.m. The Rockets play the LA Clippers. We hope for a smackdown. Guys, over to you.
All right, Jay Ray, let's go mutton busting at 6:22. It is rodeo time. We got to show it to you this morning. Cooper Goza, rocking the green outfit. He's from Sulphur, Louisiana. Let's unleash the beast. Look at him go. Go, Cooper, go. He's mutton busting, folks. What a ride it is.
He didn't fall.
He did not. He is the winner, the champion from last night. Congratulations, Cooper. Enjoy that drive back home, buddy.
They had to take him off. He wasn't going to get off.
He wasn't getting off.
I've seen that.
That's great.
In business headlines, an iconic toy store is preparing to close its doors for good.
End of an era. Can't be a Toys R Us kid anymore,
Not anymore. Channel 2's Merrill Aber is live in New York with the story.
I mean, guys, it makes us sad because we don't want to grow up. We just want to be a Toys R Us kid. What the future holds for that iconic retailer. A headline from the NASDAQ market site in Times Square.
Your Rodeo Roundup on KPRC is brought to you by Greater Houston Honda Dealers. Visit your local Greater Houston Honda dealer for great deals on all models.
You hear the big news? What? No? It's the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event, and it's happening now. Did you see the size of that logo? Check out this brainy lawnmower, and would you look at this Civic? Yeah, this is no ordinary Civic. It's a Honda Civic with sport mode. You know what's in here that's faster than sport mode? Okay, the Indy car, but that's mine.
The Honda Dream Garage Spring Event is on now. You could get a great deal on the Civic, a KVB.com Best Buy for 2018.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Justin Stapleton. Here's your travel forecast. See you when you get back.
Welcome to Louisiana's largest casino resort.
It's the largest gaming floor in the Lake Charles area with off-track betting, bingo, award-winning dining, luxurious hotels, top entertainment, and the highest-rated casino golf course in Louisiana.
It's Louisiana's largest casino resort and Louisiana's best bet. It's all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist. Everybody knows it's all in the wrist.
Designed to handle instinctively. Designed to adapt instantly. This is the ultra-responsive Acura TLX. Designed for H-Town.
Visit your Houston area Acura dealers for attractive offers on the TLX.
Get aggressive offers on the multi-award-winning 2018 RDX during the Houston Acura Dealers Spring Savings Event. Spend less, drive more at HoustonAcuraDealers.com.
Tonight, it's a big night of comedy in a tight little package.
Wear a lady shirt
to male leotard.
Starting with an awkward new superstore.
Do you love each other?
What?
I'm with,
Kelly.
Yeah, with Kelly, yeah.
Followed by the new hit AP Bio. Oh! And a Will and Grace Bakery Shop showdown.
Don't ask. She acts like this is the first time we've seen her covered in cake.
Followed by Champions, TV's newest 4-star comedy. It's all new tonight on NBC.
All right, Wall Street looking for a rebound today. Dow was off 250 points roughly yesterday. They're the closing numbers. Now this, an iconic toy store. This is a headline you're going to see a lot on social today, most likely. After 70 years, so long Toys R Us. Maribel Aber, good morning.
Good morning, Owen. And then think about all those retailers and all the toys that are sold there. I mean, Toys R Us is closing its doors after 70 years in the business. The iconic toy retailer will shut or sell all of its 735 stores in the U.S., according to court documents filed early Thursday. About 31,000 jobs in the United States are at risk. The retailer filed for bankruptcy protection in September. The company has struggled to find a buyer and restructure its debt, leaving it with few options. Okay, new surveys show that participating in some March Madness activities can be good for the workplace. Wallet Hub indicates that the tournament will cause $6.3 billion in corporate losses due to distracted workers. But on the flip side, the survey by HR company Randstad US found that 89% of workers said March Madness activities help boost morale. Of course we say this. Another survey by employee time management app T-Sheets found that 40% of workers said they always have the games on in the background at the office, and 68% said they watch the tournament either at their desk or in a communal space. And when I'm so late to filling out my bracket, I think last year 70 million brackets were filled out.
Wow.
But I am all the way UVA.
That's
number
right.
1 seed, my alma mater.
I know you know I've been busy with a baby, so I'm not filling out a bracket this year. But hey, it's a team building thing at the office, right? We want to all come together. Let's look at it that way. Crack open a couple. All right, Maribel, have a good day. We'll see you very soon.
When we return, an update to breaking news involving a fire at a school bus barn.
That's right. Investigators are out there trying to figure out, was this an accident? We'll get a live report coming up.
And Children's Memorial Hermann has a new way of targeting brain tumors. I'm health reporter Haley Hernandez. I'll tell you why a shot to the brain may eliminate long-term side effects of chemotherapy.
Get your splashy spring break special at Moody Gardens. Save $40 on a family pass for 4 online. That's $10 off.